average American gains 10 pounds of weight during the holiday season, and the average American will only drop a half a pound of fat a week. So if you do the math, it will take you 2.5 months to lose all that weight, and that's if you're disciplined. Joining us now with your 2023 Holiday Success Guide is weight loss expert Zeke Samples. Zeke, welcome to Bloom. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, Gail. Thanks for having me.
So this kind of puts it in perspective. This is a 5-pound blob of weight, and we gain this time too over the holiday, or we can.
That is the average, yes. So it's crazy because to think that this is on your body. Now, sometimes people think, how is this, right here, but this is within, of course, our muscle and tissue. But yeah, that's 5 pounds of fat.
So talk to me about this holiday guide, because you actually help people lose weight during the holidays, and it takes some strategies.
Correct. I do that naturally with no drugs or stimulants, but the best things, when people go through the holidays, they have to-do lists that are never ending. They always feel like their plate is full, no pun intended. But with that average that everybody gains during the holidays, there are some ways that they want to try to incorporate 3 things. I always call it plan, prepare, and prepare, and plan. So
you have, we saw some before and afters of clients of yours that have lost drastic amounts of weight, and this happens by doing those 3 things. You have to be ready, because if not, the holidays will catch you off guard.
Yes, and you want to avoid carbohydrates. You want to, ones that are sugary. You want to try to stay with lean proteins. Those are going to be the best things for you to focus on during the holidays, and also to make sure that you, when you're traveling, you can't always 100% believe or understand what's going to happen when you travel if you're staying with family or friends. So you want to make sure you have good things to access when you go to stores. If you have access with a car, you could pick up snacks from the grocery store. If you're looking in gas stations, those aren't really the best places, but usually you can find 2 hard-boiled eggs in a gas station, or you can find rotisserie chickens. Some things like that to just help your nutrition to stay on point.
Yeah, and we're out and about. Like, typically during a regular part of the season, we're home every night, we're making dinner, but we've got parties, we've got this and that. One thing I've tried to start doing is actually eat before I leave for said party, so I'm not grabbing every hors d'oeuvre that passes by me. That's
right. Yeah, that's a great way to do it, because then you're full and you're not up to the
temptation of it all.
So you will, yeah.
Yeah, and so you talk about making nutritional holiday solutions and not just resolutions, because we talk about this every year. We fail at resolutions for whatever reason.
Right, because then you're eating that last bad meal, right? And you're always picking a date to where you're just going to go through the holiday and then start on January 1st. But that's always not the best way to look at it, because a lot of these carbohydrates that are sugary starches are going to be full of acidic. So your body is placed in an acidic environment, and then when you go to the gym, January 1, you're now in a position to where you're hoping to lose the weight, but you're just dieting with willpower. Yeah,
so why is it that it's so easy to gain the weight and so hard to lose it?
Well, that's really because of the pH balance in the body. You want to properly stay hydrated. That's a huge thing. And then the choices. People are acidic for 3 reasons. Their water choices, their food choices, and prescriptions.
Oh, prescriptions play a role in this?
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's interesting. So you say losing 1 to 2 pounds of fat a week, that might be leaning on the unhealthy side. It should be more like a half a pound?
If it's lost the right way, because a lot of people, they diet with willpower, so they're going to be losing muscle at first because they don't understand they're not removing the toxins from the body. But
so how do we remove the toxins?
Well, the safe way of removing the toxins is to hydrate yourself, to change your pH. That's the cheapest way possible, but to also reincorporate vegetables, complex carbohydrates, and lean proteins. You want to make sure you're staying away from the starchy foods like your sugars, your breads, your pastas. If you're going to a restaurant, you want to make sure you're not getting alcoholic beverages at the beginning or appetizers. One thing you can do is to look at menu items before going to the restaurant, and then you can already have a pre-choice kind of set for your specific needs. Much similar to what you said, where you eat before you go out to a party. You can kind of preview the menu item, and then you know when you're in front of friends and family, you know exactly what you're already going to get before you have to order it.
And I'm so glad you said to not like too much deprivation when you're trying to lose weight, because as women, we do not need to lose our muscles. We work so hard to get them. We need them as we age. The last thing you want to do is rob from that muscle mass.
Correct, yeah.
All right, well, Zeke, it is such a pleasure to have you on Bloom. We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here.
All right, and we're going to share this story and all this incredible advice on BloomTampaBay.com.